Stay those old records off the shelf. Sit and listen to them by myself. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. Try to take me to a disco. Never even get me out on the floor. In 10 minutes I'll be late for the door. Start playing old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll. Really call me what you will. Say I'm a back and say I'm over the hill. Today's music ain't got the same soul. I like that old time of rock and roll. Go to hear and play a tango. I'd rather hear some blues and funky old soul. There's only one sure way to get me to go. Stop playing old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll. That kind of music just soothes the soul. I reminisce about the days of old with that old time of rock and roll. Still like that old time of rock and roll.
Rabbit.
Hi everybody, this is Caroline Sotheby and welcome to Up, Down, and Around Town. Well, the music you just heard, hey, has a familiar ring to you, and you got to find out where they're going to be on November 9th. And with me right now is Carrie Ann Selman. You're the American League Auxiliary President, and you sort of got them involved in a gala celebration come November 9th, right?
We did. I was very fortunate. One of our auxiliary members happens to be neighbors from someone in the band. And here we have with us Terry and Chris, who are part of Wisteria, who are going to be playing at our gala. And our gala is going to be, it's the American Legion Auxiliary as the whole organization is turning 100 years old, November 10th, 2019. But we're going to celebrate on the Saturday and ring in the new year with a grand gala event, and it's going to be an event to make history. We're going to celebrate the first 100 years that got us going, and then we're going to blast into the next 100 years to pave the way for the new members coming in.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. For a simple reason, I think you had some competition in summertime, and how did you make out? Weren't you?
We did. We were down at Kid Rock's restaurant at Little Caesars Arena. And I think out of 70 that were in the contest, we placed third. So it was awesome. A lot of people came, and it was epic for us.
Oh, I bet it would be.
Very fun.
Who actually came the first place? Do we know that?
They are called a band called Trippin' Dixie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a very good band. Rock band. Did a great job.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
So what did you have to play over there?
We played a lot.
You did?
We played cover tunes, original music, and we went at least 3 or 4 times, right?
Yeah, there were three
times.
rounds of the competition that we were in. So
Really?
they kind of winnowed it down from 20 bands they selected. They chose 8, and then they had competitions one-on-one, and then there was the big finale. So it was quite an experience. There were a lot of people down there, jam-packed. People were waiting to get in. They couldn't let everybody in because of
Really?
the capacity
They
was
did.
maxed out.
It was packed. A lot of support, a lot of love there. It was wonderful.
All right, so would you try it again?
Yes, we would.
Yeah.
We would.
Yeah.
If it's right, we'd go down there too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Great thing for the band.
So what songs did you actually play? The same ones that you usually play when you're out on the bandstand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We played the party music, and there was a criteria you had to do some original music, so we did do that as well.
Okay.
So it was good.
Well, but you came close.
Oh, super close.
Yeah.
Super close.
So now you go through the routine again, right?
Now we can say we were finalists in that contest.
Yeah.
So
Sure can.
that's a good
We didn't
thing.
come away with nothing. We
That's
were
right.
finalists.
Okay, that's all right.
Well, anytime you come away with a memory and experience like that is always a winner.
Yeah, and
So-
it was really special too because so many people came out for us. It was really touching. There were, I don't know, 150, 200 people down there that we knew,
Every
friends
time.
friends and family, and it was great that everybody came out and showed us a lot of love and supported us.
That
Very
helps.
Good
That helps.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really did.
So now all you're doing is going into the bandstand era again, and do you have any more performances before November 9th, or is that the next one, next big
No,
one?
we have a private birthday party that we're doing, and then we're doing a big Halloween
Oh, are
party
you?
at the Holiday Inn there in Southgate on
Yeah.
North Line 75.
Costume party with prizes.
Big costume party with prizes.
So,
Okay.
But we're extremely
keep
happy
going.
to be part of the American Legion celebration.
yeah, that's
Super happy.
It's a big deal, and we feel fortunate to have been chosen to be the band.
Well, I'm glad
It's going to be a
somebody
great
had
night. It's going to be fun.
suggested, and so down the way, we were lucky because
We
you
were very
you had
lucky.
that open day. That's the weekend, and a lot of things are going on with the American Legion and all the other ones down the
Yeah.
So
Well, you
thank
have
time,
that
busy time.
This time of the year, you have the American Legion celebrated their 100th year in March, and now the auxiliaries celebrating our 100 year in November. Plus, you have the NFL celebrating their 100
Yeah.
years, and then you have November 10th is the Marine Corps League birthday, which I think they're like 278 years,
Something
maybe.
like
Oh
that.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a great November.
The whole weekend, because then you've got the Veterans Day too.
Yeah.
Then you have
Coming
Veterans
up.
Day, November 11th, and we
Yes.
also are, Mayor Joe Peterson is going to be giving the American Legion Auxiliary in Wyandotte a proclamation and making it American Legion Auxiliary Day.
Yes.
So it's going to be
Cool.
great events coming on at our gala. And it's at the Silver Shores, which is on the water. We wanted to keep everything in Wyandotte. We're inviting everybody. We have people coming from the UP and people coming from Wisconsin and all the way from California that are coming to this event. So it's going to be amazing.
And when we started thinking about coming on the show, we thought 100 years ago, what was it like? So I managed to find an old scrapbook that I had. I have World War I, II, I was saying 3.
No, we don't need World War
there.
III.
Korean and Vietnam. But anyway, just for kicks, and I know you're not going to have the next song as the one about Paris, but here, maybe Carrie can say it. Rick, can you get it? This I got from, it's a reminisce, and this one fellow actually wrote in here about his dad, who was a World War I veteran, what he did. So, can you try to get that? Yeah.
Okay, so here are the words from the letter. Dad came home from World War I service in France 5 years before I was born. As I learned in later years, his time in a foreign country changed him forever. He became a devoted patriot. The chance to see another world was life-changing for a farm boy who had, until then, never been outside of Whiteside County, Illinois. As the World War I song so aptly put it, how you gonna keep 'em down on the farm after they seen Paris? Well, he returned to the farm but saw America through new eyes. During my childhood, he would tell us how lucky we were to live in America. What he had seen of France had been a huge step back in time. You wouldn't believe it, he marveled, shaking his head. They don't have indoor plumbing, and they don't even have an outhouse. That was in 1919, if you can remember.
And many, many years, 100 years ago, when you start figuring out what the American fellows have been doing, and I shouldn't say fellows because right now there are a lot of women in this age. I mean, we went through the wars. There was an awful lot of things that the citizens were doing in World War II. I mean, you've probably heard about the rations and all this stuff. I showed you a picture today that they even had, remember how your cans were? You had to stomp them, and they had a whole...
Your tin cans?
Yeah, just flooded with cans all over, all smashed. And they were warned that the mothers better go and make sure the cans are clean, and you take the ends off and put them in and all this stuff. But they did it because that was their share of something here while their fellows were on the other side.
Well, even if you go back and you watch the movie like A League of Their Own,
yeah.
When they canceled the baseball because the men went to war and the women came to play professional baseball, and the women stepped up to do everything. And now, after 100 years of the American Legion and after World War I, we have, I think the military is at 19% of women, of female veterans.
Wow.
So, and now in our new years, in our new 100 years coming in, the American Legion, we now accept men as members, where before it was always the ladies auxiliary, and it was always the women do this and do that. Well, now you have female veterans that are getting married, and their husbands can't join because someone in their family wasn't in the service, or so on and so forth. So now, because these female veterans are stepping up and they're doing all that they're called to do, their husbands get to join the American Legion. So now we are not the
nice.
Ladies Auxiliary. We have been trademarked as the American Legion Auxiliary, as the world's largest service organization in the world.
Yeah.
And now it's going to get even bigger because now of the females that are veterans and their spouses.
So guess what? We have to say members now instead of women.
Right, about time.
You find it. We still find it because some of the elder members still refer to as the Legionnaires as the men. No, it's the veterans because women are veterans too. And we have the Ladies Auxiliary. No, it's the auxiliary.
Yeah.
It's 100 years old, and we're moving forward, and we're gonna be pioneers to set the pace for the others.
Can you imagine all the new changes that looking at the original group, what they were paying for. You don't see what do they call? It used to be, we used to call it the crazy place, but they don't have it anymore. I shouldn't say that. It wasn't right. But there are a lot of things that were being done then that we don't have even anymore. We landed up, though. You had a good idea when we first started at the beginning of the year. What should we do different? And we had a party, paint the, what we were thinking of poppies at the time. And that was something different. Then, of course, you had the blood drive, which hasn't been around for a while. And you started that in February, and it so happens, even though we put the date to September, that's when all the hurricanes and floods and everything was happening. So it came at a good time. So we're looking for new ideas, and I think that's what you've done so far.
Well, we do that, and we do have a lot of. Our auxiliary unit has 558 members right now. And the funny thing is, I'll look at them and say, what's your 20-second elevator speech and what the American Legion Auxiliary does? And some of them say, well, we have spaghetti dinners, or we deliver poppies. Well, the American Legion Auxiliary has so many different programs. We have Girl State. We have scholarships that are available to our members, to their grandchildren, to their children. We do stuff for the veterans at the VA, the VA reps. We make blankets. We just had Carice, who's one of our members, and said, for 100 years, let's make 100 lap blankets.
And
so
she-
our auxiliary got together, and all the crafting ladies. I can put food on a plate. I can't craft it. They made 100 lap blankets to deliver to the
And
veterans.
she said, remind me to keep my mouth shut.
So
never do that
I mean,
again.
there are so many things that are available in the community. I mean, we even have the Boy Scouts that come in with the Legion. We have the American Legion Riders. We have the Sons of the American Legion, and I mean, we've helped the Coast Guard. We're in the community, and if we're not in there, and if you haven't heard of us, we're not doing our job, because we are out there. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. We are in the newsletter. We are on the web. We are on the internet. We have a website. Everything. We are in there to do all that we can for our veterans, for our community, for our youth, and just to build over the next 100 years.
And if we haven't tackled your outfit or your needs, come down to 217. That's right.
We're right in Bishop Park in Wyandotte.
Yeah.
2817 Van Alstyne. And we were very fortunate to get to meet these two, and they came down and had a burger with us. And
Great food down there,
Great
too.
place, friendly people.
so now now they got to work.
So not,
Does
Hey,
not work.
okay, maybe
Yeah.
I know we can probably take a real fast second song. Do you want to intro into it? Is that your own song that you had?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, it's called Feed Your Soul.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So go listen to that.
It's not always the way we planned. There's too much fire. It's out of hand. Feel like the victim. It's not my day. Too much rage and anger. It's not my way. Feel I'm headed for danger. There's too many victims. Got to rise above this. There's a higher power above us. Gotta clear my head and get clean. Just gotta feed. Just gotta feed. Just gotta feed my soul. On the edge of destruction, it's hard to win. Too many temptations, fight to feel again. Too many addictions. Got to rise above this. There's a higher power above us. Gotta clear my head and get clean. Just gotta feed. Just gotta feed. Just gotta feed my soul. Just gotta feed. I've just gotta feed. Just gotta feed my soul.
Hey, I
So is this the
appreciate you
end?
coming down. No, not quite, but we got
Oh.
their songs in, and
Say something about the other members?
Yes.
hey, let's remind everybody, you're going to be there November 9th. What time?
It starts at 6. The doors open at 6 p.m. and we're going to have, it is $50 a ticket. And it is a full buffet dinner and open bar and the music stylings of Wisteria.
Okay.
So the
Yeah.
doors open at 6, dinner will be at 7, and they'll be ready to play and perform all night long.
And we represent 1/3 of Wisteria. If you're, it's a lowest common denominator, 2/6. So there's 6 people in the band. So
So
it's
6.
yeah.
Okay, what instruments do you have besides your two?
We've got 3 guitar players, including Terry. She plays electric and acoustic. I play electric, and another guitar player, bass, keys, and drums. So
Okay.
pretty big band.
All right.
So
We'll have John Howard on the guitar, and Terry Cook on the drums, and Dave Baker on the bass,
Okay.
and Adam Badikian on the keyboards.
and everybody sings.
And everybody's.
Everybody
dances.
sings. And we want all the dancers.
Yeah.
And they do have a little secret that Terry has shared with me, an acoustic set that she's going to do just for the American Legion.
Okay.
But that's
Yes,
going to be a
that's
surprise. You got to
separate-
buy a
gotta
ticket,
You
come
got to
down
show
and
up
see
for
it.
that. It's going to be really cool.
Yes.
Was that
It's
going to be?
it's for the veterans.
Can't tell you,
It's
you gotta
for-
show up.
It's for the military. And everybody who comes.
Is that in between or the first or last? So
You got to show up and find out.
No clues.
oh, all right, they'll be fine. And if you have seen it before, you've been at art fairs. You've been where else? For somebody saying that sounds familiar, and you have your picture right
Yes.
there.
Art fairs, festivals. We have a website. You can go
Okay.
check out our shows. It's wisteriarocks.com. And you can check us out on Facebook. Give us a like. Wisteria Rocks.
Okay.
They also played the Grozeel
Island
Summerfest,
Fest.
Island
We played
Fest.
the Island
Fest, yeah, we were
Okay.
there. Grosseal, we played there quite a
Played
bit
at
actually at
Smokies, their
Smokies.
outside concert.
We
Oh,
did
really?
Paint the Town Red last year.
Yep, so we do quite a bit in Grosseal.
So
The
but we
first time I
play
saw
everywhere.
Chris, he was on Fox 2 News.
Oh yeah, that's
Really?
that was a contest we were in to get an opening spot for the big time bands on the Detroit riverfront behind the Renaissance. So
And
yes.
we won.
yeah, we won. We
we got to
we
open
opened up for
for-
Everclear,
Yes.
which is a national band, a touring band, and they were super cool to us. Bunch of nice guys.
Okay.
And
So,
we
you guys have been
great- it was a
around.
super gig,
You've
I call it.
experienced a lot of competition and got to know what other
Yes.
bands are doing. I mean, that's a learning experience.
It really
itself.
is,
Yeah.
and you get to meet a lot of cool people. We opened for the Guess Who this year at
Oh, yeah?
Woodhaven, so that was
Okay.
fun.
Uncle
got
Sam
to
Jam?
yeah.
yes, the Uncle Sam Jam. We got to meet the band, and Rudy Sarzo was playing bass with them, and he's a famous bass player.
Played with everybody.
Everybody, Ozzy,
Yeah.
it was really cool.
All right, so we're looking forward to seeing you November 9th. How can we get tickets?
Well, you can get tickets. You can come down to the American Legion at 2817 Van Alstyne in Wyandotte. You can email me at alaunit217president@gmail.com or call me at 734-576-2946. We are not doing an online tickets only because we are keeping it old school. We're keeping it in the 100 years. Next year, if we have a gala, we have another event, we will go online. But we are keeping it. And we'd like to bring the members into our post to let them see the building, let them see the facility, and let them meet the members and buy a ticket. And then that way, you know, they get to learn what we do for the American Legion as the auxiliary, as the Sons of American Legion and the American Legion Riders. So if you're a rider and if anyone in your family is a veteran, please come down. Bring their discharge papers, their DD-214. You can join. And now the American Legion Auxiliary accepts men as members. So it's absolutely amazing. They're almost as cool as us.
They're hard to beat.
Okay, you had, before we even had a chance to talk about the band coming in, that you did talk to one of the gals that was a Marine. And is she going to be hopping down that day?
We do have a Marine who is, and you can't say an ex-Marine because once a Marine, always a Marine, they
Right.
say.
Right.
She was Michigan Woman of the Year. I forget in which year, but she's going to be part of our
Guess.
keynote speakers and our guests, and we have some other special guests that are going to be coming in. I don't want to announce them just yet because I want you to come in and be surprised as others are going to be surprised because I don't want to give the guest out just yet.
No.
Oh, you mean to tell me I can't say that there have been a lot of baseball players that were American Legion players at one time?
There are a lot of baseball players there, American Legion baseball players, that could possibly be a guest.
Okay.
And there are other special guests, but we don't want you to come because of the guests. We want you to come because of the 100 years and to celebrate the American Legion Auxiliary and to celebrate what we do for veterans and for the community, and of course, for what they do to the community and for us.
Okay. So keep that date in mind, November 9th. And also, in case you wanted to know, November 10th morning, they're having a breakfast at
They are having
the
a
Coast.
breakfast November 10th in the
And
morning.
then the 11th, which is Monday, are they having it at the...
The November 11th, which is Veterans Day, they always have the breakfast at the VFW, 1136.
Okay. So a lot of things will be going on that weekend, and hopefully you can be part of it. Let us know, and let them come and enjoy themselves, to enjoy having you there too, because you want somebody to dance, right?
That's
we
right.
want all the dancers. It's going to be so fun.
Okay. Thanks for coming. Okay.
Thanks for having
you.
us.
We'll have to remind you, though, that they'll be there. We'll have a lot of people there. There's only, how many people can get at the restaurant? 400?
No, we can hold up to 600. We have 400 tickets available right now, but we're looking to print some more. So
All right.
buy your tickets.
Oh, yeah. And the sooner the better. Okay, thank you. Take care. We'll see you next time at Up, Down, and Around Town. Bye-bye now.